Hey, hi, hello, how are ya? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark. How's it getting on today? Now, I'll do my best to try and find the comment. But I was given a great idea to create a grave for Johnny Bones, which I think I was going to do anyway, but it's nice to know that my ideas aren't stupid. I'm going to put it right here, right where our boy last stood before, he set himself on fire. And we'll have a nice little mural. I'll write some words on it. Yeah, I'll take some responsibility for, kind of just letting him burn. But having this here definitely be used to tie these two together. I still don't know how it would look. And we would just need some, grass here, patchy sand, grass here, patchy, yada yada yada. It's not all grass, but it is extending over and it is growing, if that makes any sense at all. Then we could have some kind of build here. Again, I don't really have any kind of ideas how I want this place to actually look. I am kind of just building it step by step. But that could be the perfect way of tying those two together. Then, once we have the original work of how it looks tied together, then we can use that to extend to other areas, which I think will look quite good. So I know the general idea of kind of what I want to do. Have I just got myself trapped down here? Quite possibly. We'll be fine. Do that. Right, it's already gone wrong. Do that. Do that. So we need this. Can I get out? Yes, I can. Okay. Put that there. There we go. That kind of, from as far as it goes, that's pretty good. Now, I don't know what I want his grave to be. How does gravel look? Kind of bland. What I think I'm going to do, we'll give him the send-off he deserves. And we'll do that. I think that'll look fine. And if you disagree, then, well, you can fight me. Now I just want something simple. So I'm thinking I don't know, that. 1, 2, whack that there. That there. That there. See, it's probably too big, but we will have other stuff in this area. So I think that's quite a nice space filler. Then what? So we'll have a sign there and we'll have a sign there. That'll be fine. Then we have all this area here to connect it to. Does that need to be one bigger? Yeah, he's a horse. He's a big lad. All right, so we'll do that. Do I have... No, of course I don't. That's fine. I think that'll be good. I'm going to go get some signs. I'm going to find some more of this smooth stone. Or, yeah, this is a new smooth stone. We'll do that. We'll get it ready. I think that's a good way to start. It's not exactly a good way to start. We are kind of building the grave, but you know what I mean. So now, if I use that, does it look good? Or is it just me trying to incorporate new stuff for the sake of incorporating new stuff? I think I'm going to try the blue, I think it fits these blocks well. And obviously it matches in over here. Now, can I hang lanterns from here? No. That's okay. That's fine. We don't need lanterns. Now to think of something touching. I mean, yeah. That, I think that'll definitely do. Quickly just checking for spelling mistakes. Perfect. So now I really don't know how it gets tied in, because realistically, I would like to have some grass down here so we can have some flowers. And then that might be enough separation from here. Then over here we could have a patch of grass here, maybe a patch of grass here, and then change this here being grass, or we could elongate this down and over. I know the idea in my head and I know what I want it to look like. I just don't actually know how it... Can you leave me alone for one moment? I just don't know how it'll actually look when it's made, because it might just look messy. It might not look at all like I want it to. I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? First thing though, before I get too invested in that, y'all have been really busy. I've been getting really, really good suggestions on what I can be doing. Now, last time I said I was looking for a blue glowstone block, and then I was reminded by this comment here that sea lanterns exist. Ow. And it doesn't quite have the same texture as a glowstone. I do get that. But with the blue of the water, the blue soul lanterns, and the blue fire, I think that fits in way better. Now, the yellow and the orange of the glowstone did go better with the sand, but I think overall, those sea lanterns look better with that. So now, the two things that we've done in this episode so far have been thanks to you guys. So thank you for giving me content. So I think I'm just going to try and eyeball this. I'm going to try and just freehand it and make it look good. I don't really know where to start. So I'm thinking, all right, hear me out. So we put that there, we then dig this down. Then we'll have water in here. Then we'd need something over here, I think. Something over here, like a patch over here maybe? Or something like that. And we need something in here. Now I'm thinking we put grass on them, put some trees over here, these stick kind of trees. We ain't messing with the palm trees. And we ain't putting actual trees because that'll ruin the aesthetic. How are you over here now? Go away. Right, anyway, never mind. I'm thinking we put I might elongate this. Like that. And we'll put I don't know, some bushes on them, flowers on them. We'll grow some grass. We'll obviously put the water in there, maybe some sugarcane around it. Just make it look like it's patchy. And there is some kind of grass, but it is mainly the desert. But I don't know, it might just look terrible. No? Put that there, we'll let it grow naturally. It might just look pointless. Know what I mean? Is there any point in doing it? Maybe not. I think with some styling, it could look good. It's just how do you properly style it to make it look good? Do this here. I'm basically building in Tetris pieces, is what Oh, behave yourself. That's what I'm finding. I'm accidentally building Tetris pieces. But I think right now, like when you look at this doesn't look good. But then I don't think the Oasis did either until we added some texture to it, life to it, and all that kind of stuff. So I think give me a wee bit and we can style this and make it look good. So I completely forgot that I was out of stuff. So this will hopefully help. I am also not done yet, but, you know, just thought I'd give you a little update of what I'm doing. Because we need trees, we need bushes. I'm going to get some vines because, you know, vines are just kind of cool. Might try and punch some and try and get some saplings as well so we can actually grow some jungle trees somewhere. But that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm spending my day. Alright, so I think that should be enough. And, well, if it isn't, then I think we're kind of in some trouble. So, I'm going to head back. We're going to start building stuff. Does that sound good? Ooh, apple. Okay, so we've got a little bit of color. There's a little bit more life to it. That immediately does look better, but there are still things that we need to do. That's why I went and got the tree leaves, because we're going to put some bushes in places. I think I might put some vines on this. We're going to build the trees. I think it's going to look good. I'm already feeling much better about it now. I need to actually put some grass behind. I keep pointing at my screen. I'm an idiot. Behind here as well, because it kind of does look like it goes just over this way, whereas it would come naturally behind here a little bit. I might put a big patch here. But overall, I do think that is the idea that I want. So I am glad that I'm trying. Hi. I've tried my very best to still keep the view of the fountain the same. So what I've done is, I've put the 2 trees here, and I've put 1 over here. From up on my house, and I think, I haven't actually tried, but I'm assuming up on the balcony, you'll have a straight shot to looking at the little mural and then the fountain, which is kind of what I want, because it's kind of pointless building up all this area and then not being able to see the fountain. But this little area in here, oh, what I could do, I don't really want to use this block. What I could do is kind of have like a sporadic path going through the middle of this that leads you up here. I think I'd probably use spruce wood for that. Do I have spruce on me? I have literally 3 bits. Okay. Yeah, I quite like that idea, actually. Right, give me a second. What I keep doing is I'm doing updates, but then when I'm doing the update, I then think of something. So then we hard cut to that. Sound good? Genuinely adding just that little bit more, I think makes it look so, so good. Now there just looks like there is a little bit of a path through whatever this area is. Because then you can make it into your garden, and then you've got, I don't know, it just, I think, looks really, really good. I'm very happy. I want that like that. Do I have any more stairs? No. I'm doing this on the fly. This might not be what we want. Put that like there. Grab my water. Put that there. I really like filling the half slabs with water. It just makes it look a little bit more like real. I really like how this actually came along. From being nothing, I was standing over here or something, wasn't I? In this episode, and I said, just give me a second and let me texture it, and we'll have like the before and the after comparison. I think this works. I think this works really, really well. I'm genuinely really happy with it. So now next up is what I'm going to do with up here. And I had an idea in my head. Now that I come back over here, I don't know how it would look. And it's kind of annoying to actually try and then get rid of, but I'll try and explain what I want, or what I'm thinking anyway. So we'd bring this over here, bring it down to this block here, then we'd fill in this section with the blue glass, and obviously over here with the purple. We do that all the way around. So then up here is kind of like a raised flat platform with a glass. And that would give us some space in the middle here to actually build up and try and create some kind of spire. It would look more supported than just floating here, but it might just look silly. That's my main concern. Don't want it to look ridiculous. So I think what I'll do is, well, I'm going to do it based off of how much glass I actually have, so I don't need to go and smell some more. And we'll probably do a quarter of it. We'll have multiple looks at it, we'll fly over the top of it, and then we'll see if that is what we want. I think it very easily could be. I'm not completely sold on the idea myself. I'm hoping that made some kind of sense, but just in case it didn't, I've put in some framework. So each area would be sectioned off by these. Then all this in here to cover in right up to the edge here will be filled in with glass. So from there to there, and then there to there, following the contours of the actual spire itself, would all be its own colored glass. I just don't know how it'll look. I don't think it'll look bad. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna fill in some bits. Let's see what it looks like. It takes 63 blocks to fill in this segment. 8 stacks in total. I definitely don't think it looks bad. Because it's such a chain, I think it'll take a bit of getting used to before I actually properly like it. I've also added these here, just to give a little bit more of a easy step up to it, and so it's more tapered. I think I'm gonna add the rest of them in. We'll have a proper look at it, and then we'll decide. Because again, if we don't like it, we just get rid of it, yeah? Sound good? So, as we step out from here, you look up, and that's what you're greeted with now, which I actually do think looks a lot better. I think that's actually pretty cool. It looks way better than I actually thought it would. That there is only because that's stairs, and obviously, again, it's got the stupid, like, shadows and, like, the weird lighting, but oh my goodness. But I have no idea how you fix that. This is what the roof of it looks like now, which I think is kind of cool. And I think this is definitely what we want. And then obviously in the middle here, oh, where did I go down? Okay, right, I went down there. I thought it was about to fall. Right, this will then get turned into something. I just don't know what. I don't know what would look good on top of it. I could try and create like a dome somehow and then just use like the different colored glass to form like a dome. But that could be a bit overkill. That could also be kind of cool. Does it look as good as I think it does? I think that does look pretty sweet. I think that is the look that I was wanting it to go for. I actually think it looks better than I was actually wanting it to. That won't update anyway. And from here, you can't really see that there's much of a difference anyway. So for right now anyway, even if we do hate it, I need more fireworks. That was just mistimed. What was I saying? Yeah, even if we do hate it, you can't really see it for now. I mean, obviously you will when there's like some kind of spire there, but for now you can't really tell there's much of a difference. Except for when you're under it, and I do like it. The shape is still a bit wonky, I think. And by I think, I mean the shape's definitely still a bit wonky. I don't know how you would change that. If it was one more, maybe? I'm not really sure how to change the shape. But for now, I like it. Okay, so we're back in creative. It's been a while, so leave me alone. Because looking at this in my actual world was annoying me. And I could tell it wasn't right, but I don't know, just from the ground, I wasn't sure why it wasn't looking right. But literally the very second that I started building it in here, I know exactly what I've done wrong. So I keep saying, this is 7, these are 7, that's 7, and that's why it's even. But that's actually completely why it's wrong. Because this here is 7, but then this block still counts as a diagonal, so this is then 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
To that being 7, to that being 9, to then that being 7. It really should look like that. Let me get rid of the rain real quick. Perfect. That design, I think, should be right. It's playing with my eyes. It doesn't look right, but I think it is right. That's what should be on top of the temple, but I don't actually know how it would fit, but that's really wrong. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of explaining it, so I'm gonna go show you. Right, so this is what I mean. Pretty sure it's self-explanatory, but I'm just making sure. Mainly because for myself, because I'm also being an idiot. From there to there is 7. From this block to this block is 7, but it's not including these here. So it's actually 7, then 9, then 7, 9, yada yada yada. So how do I fix that? It's certainly not by falling off, and I don't have any rockets left, so that's unfortunate on multiple. Right, give me a minute. Idiot. Without rockets, it's actually so tedious to get back to my house. Like, there is no easy way to get back. I've just got to run. Honestly. Right, we're back like nothing ever happened. Now, where was I? So if we bring this just forward 1, that won't work, because then this, that would be 1 to 9, then they would be 7. That would still be wrong. I can't think of how I immediately fix this. That's really frustrating. What can I do to fix this? I think I'm gonna have to just grab some dirt blocks and I'm gonna try and make some kind of blueprint, I guess? Is there an easy fix I'm just being an idiot and not seeing? I knew that I didn't look right, but I was just completely okay with just accepting it being the wrong shape, but now that I'm actually doing something with it, I don't want it to be. Oh, that's really frustrating. This is quite a tough thing to make when you don't really know what you're trying to make. I think that makes sense. Ooh, dirt. So this is kind of like a circle. I think it fits, I think it works. But then I think it might be too far in, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But then I don't know how you expand it out. I want that shape, but to be like back there. How do I do that? Alright, that's what I've got so far. Let me keep working. Just before we actually cut away, an alternative. I was thinking if I do end up keeping that, I'll finesse this ring a little bit so we still have like a ring of sandstone in the color, then have another inner ring of the glass. But now, just as I've said that, then that hexagon won't actually be the right shape, and then that'll still be. Never mind. I think my phone just buzzed. I'll be back. Now, I know by no stretch of the imagination is this perfect, but what I've gone for is having the 5 long diagonals, 5 long straights being met by these 2 blocks here. And again, it doesn't work, but it's better than it was. Also, ignore the fact that I'm on a massive sand pillar. I can't find my bamboo anywhere. Anyway, never mind. So now I need to decide, do I think that that's acceptable and that's okay? And then we just roll with that. Do I add this middle circle as well as, and then have this as a little ring, and then fill that in with glass again? So we have like chunky outer ring, then kind of a smaller inner ring. That could look kind of cool. Or do we just go for this circle here as the actual perimeter? We get rid of all that around there. We fill it in with glass, and that's what we work with. I have absolutely no idea which would look the best or the worst, or if any of them make any sense. And I'm not really sure the best way to go about implementing them, because if we do any of them, it's not that it's final, but it's a lot of work to either get it back to this configuration or add more. I don't know what the best to do is. I'm kind of struggling. Although I will say, a bonus of having the sand pillar. Oh, well, I mean, that didn't exactly go as I had planned. Much better. Okay, cool. Now I can go back to designing. Now, I know that I did say we're about to continue designing but we kind of have ran out of time today. That's kind of my bad. I didn't realize how long it had taken me to do the grave and all the bits in between. But next time, we will definitely start by finishing up the temple. I promise. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. I've been doing a lot more of the recommendations from the comment section, so if you have any, let me know, and they might just make it into an episode. If you have enjoyed, please do feel free to leave a like. They definitely help out the channel, and they make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe as well. I'm putting out videos every 3 days, so you don't get too much of me, which is probably for the best. I'm a bit of an idiot. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, you don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see yous later.